Hi everyone. Good evening, and I believe this is one of the last session, and I assure you that this is going to be a very interesting session because this is something which is different from I think almost all the sessions which were happening since morning over here. So yeah, great, yeah, wonderful to have such learned people over here along with me on the panel. Uh, and I think basically to set the context, the art of mindfulness is something which we are going to talk about here. To set the context right, we, as we all know, we currently today are living in screen age, as we say, that, we are always on screen. And be it our home, be it outside, be it on the car, in the airport, or at the railway station, wherever we go, we are on the screen, and that is obviously one of the biggest distractor for almost all ages, right? And thanks to the advancement of digital adoption curve, that everybody has, from a 2 year old baby, 1.5 2 year old baby, to our grandparent. Sorry. So from 1.5 year old baby to our great grandparents, so everybody is on screen, and they are on screen almost all the time. And that FOMO has set in for everyone, that if they are not on screen, there is something which they are missing out. So I think to basically set the context right, at maybe Kim, you can start with what 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 do you think about mindfulness, the definition of mindfulness, or how do you define mindfulness? Yeah.
Thank you so much, Amit, for this question. And I'd like to just take a moment to thank Exchange for Media and Mr. Karan Bhatia for this opportunity. It's an honor to be here, and I'm very happy and honored to be sitting with our esteemed panelists. Thank you so much for the question, Amit. So, mindfulness, how do we describe it? How do we define it? Mindfulness is being fully present in this moment and being aware of what we are doing, what we are experiencing without judgment. That's the important piece to it as well. And it takes a certain bit of effort and commitment to basically stop just what you are doing and drop into this moment to be alive. It's the only moment that we ever have. Because we're normally, if we notice, we're rushing through, powering through to the next better moment, to some future time, as we're getting our to-do things off our list. But in our digital world, coming to your question, it's really important to be aware about our digital dependencies and how it can cause displaced attention, how it can actually undermine attentional control and cause things such as stress and mindless involvement with digital technologies. I'm sure some of us here would remember or know the experience of scrolling on Instagram and how we just lose track of time. That's the mindlessness involved. The other piece is to know and be aware what is digital addiction. It's the impulsive, excessive, uncontrolled usage of digital devices, platforms, and technologies, such as online shopping, gaming, social media. So I think what we need to do is savor the idea of the art of mindful interaction with digital technology. Mindful is the key word here, coming back to that. And how can we do that? The first step to a minimal digitalism: keep track of our screen time on our phones. Put your phone on DND when you're working, if that's possible. Unplug from your phone 1 hour before you go to sleep, so that you're just going to have an undisturbed sleep, which is connected to my next point. Try and charge your phone outside of your bedroom, so you're not distracted in the middle of the night with the light of the phone or the notifications of the phone. Undisturbed sleep is really important. And another thing, why not plan a digital-free weekend? Just get back into nature.
The most difficult thing, yeah.
The most difficult thing to do, but possible. It's just a weekend. It's just a day or two, maybe three, right? A Friday,
But
Saturday,
as I said, FOMO is the biggest thing.
yes.
Dr. Bedi, you know, I would like to come to you that, you know, she wonderfully put it. So maybe why don't you also throw some light with your experience, how you look at mindfulness? Yeah.
See, a very good evening to all of you, and I would really extend my gratitude and thankfulness to Mr. Karan Bhatia and for inviting me here, because as he rightly said that when he heard about mindfulness and pata nahi, we just connected and he said, I need you on my panel. I said, it would be wonderful. I would love this opportunity, because first and foremost, I would really want to tell that in today's modern world where we are living digitally, for us, being digitalized is our lifestyle, basically, becoming like a lifestyle. But being mindful is the only antidote to, get yourself digitally, handle yourself digitally well. So this is working as an antidote for you. तो लोग कहते हैं कि दवाई इसके लिए ये this is one of the only treatment what we say, or one of the only medicine that you can ask for yourself, that being mindful. And mindfulness, as she rightly said, is actually being in sync with your mind and body in the present moment. Most of us will ask, ये कैसे होगा मैम, इतना सारा कुछ चल रहा होता है, तो how? So अब आप ये सोचिए, when you are walking on the road, there is so much traffic around you, but still you are aware that you are where you have to go, right? That is being mindful. That itself is being mindful. So it's nothing out of the blue that we are going to learn or we have to learn. It's just that we have to reflect inwardly and think about what we actually are doing in this right moment. Because these things, just mindlessly thinking about things, because वैसे लोग बहुत आते हैं मेरे पास where they say, मैम इतने thoughts चल रहे हैं, क्या करें, कैसे control? I said, you don't have to control your thoughts. You have to just be aware and selective of what you want to think upon at that moment. This is what is important. This is how you learn to differentiate. Because thoughts का तो काम है, आपके दिमाग में आएंगे ही आएंगे. अब उसके ऊपर भी सोचने बैठ जाओगे तो फिर तो बहुत मुश्किल हो जाएगा ना. थॉट का काम है आना, आपका काम है आपको उसको सिलेक्ट करना है या नहीं, which we call it as selective attention. So we have to be selectively attentive and understand what is the priority right now. और ये सिर्फ और सिर्फ attention, when you start learning to pay attention towards what is going on within you, then only you can learn to practice mindfulness. Then only you can try to be mindful. So for practicing mindfulness, you have to be in a state of mindful all the time. And it is not, trust me friends, it is not difficult. This is the only way of living in today's hectic, competitive world, where we have to learn to be compassionate towards ourselves, learn to be, little liberal with our being not very harsh with yourself.
So we'll come back on that. Yes. I think we will talk about that in our discussion.
It's just one simple thing I would like to explain with an example. कि कैसे mindful. आप देखिए, when you are standing on the seashore, एक बड़ी सी wave आ रही है आपके पास, जो आपके पैरों से थोड़ी सी ऊपर है. What would you do? Would you run away? Would you try to stop it? You would just be there, experience it, let it pass, and there you are. So this is how when you have a wave of thoughts coming to you, there are so many things going on. Just be there, experience it, accept it, and let it go. This is one of the ways how we can practice mindfulness. So mindfulness basically is, like she again said,
feeling the moment. Yeah.
Feeling the moment. हम उन छोटी-छोटी चीजों को भूल जा रहे हैं, and we are looking at the outcomes of the things that are going around us. We are not enjoying the process of being there. That is mindful. Being in the process is important. That is how we can be mindful. That is what mindfulness is to me, as per what I understand. Great,
wonderful, and lot of learnings, I would say. And coming to you, Sandeep sir, we would like to have you're a psychiatrist yourself. looking at lot many cases in the hospital and your clinic both. So maybe you could throw some light from your perspective, how you look at it and how you practice it. Yeah.
Mindfulness, I would say, they have described our, once again, thank you and my gratitude to the team and Mr. Karan for inviting me here. And thank you all to be here, to be patient listening. So my panelists have been explaining the mindfulness, but I think that is the only way to prevent to come to us. That is the only way that if you practice it daily, you will reach us last. So it is if you practice it, it will be lost to us, but good for the country and the mental health well-being of the country. Good for the mankind, yes. And definitely, see, the human being has been, see, this is a word which appears new and, recently it has been picked up a very race. But in 1990s, there is a very, very famous book, The Present Has Come, which also talks about same thing. Long back in 12th century, if you think of Tulsidas, who written the Ramcharitmanas, in Hanuman Chalisa, he just written one word, Man Kram Vachan, Dhyan Jo Lave. So that exactly means that whatever you're doing, you must be doing it from your action, soul, and from your all emotions. Sometimes we all enjoy the work a food maker is doing, our cook is doing. He's just enjoying the food. Our gardener is doing. Our security man has been very passionate about his work. That is what I would say is a mindfulness, and that is what prevent you or anybody to come to a psychiatrist. Because if we enjoy, it will not be a burden. If we enjoy the present, not apprehensive about future and all that.
That's so humble of you, Dr. Goyal, to say this.
That also shows he has already, reached that level. He don't need money or patience, yeah. But great, sir. Thanks for your wonderful insight and
I
being
would
so
just like to add
humble.
on here
Yeah,
that when you said that he does not need money, because this profession is such where emotions, we are not supposed to play with anybody's emotions.
Absolutely.
It actually involves a person's state of mind, emotions, and his feelings. So money is not the priority. The priority is that the person should be happy, and for what he's coming, he should achieve that.
That's
That
so
is
kind
what
of you. I think we need that kind of people in our society who can build the kind of awareness which we need in today's time, where we keep on hearing that a lot of people are giving their lives for small petty things. Let's move to our next topic, where I think it will be great if sir, if you can start with telling us some technique that which people can adopt on a daily basis, easy to adopt, or on a long-term basis, which you think could be very beneficial for our listeners to understand some basic techniques for develop the habit of being mindful of where they are. Yeah.
So as we have discussed and our panelists already told that just to enjoy what you are doing. If you are eating a food, just enjoy the food. Often we just at the same time we are scrolling on the mobile, watching Instagram, watching reel, not enjoying the taste of food. So it can start from anywhere. Enjoying the morning tea, enjoying the fresh air of the morning, enjoying the pleasant, the wind blowing in the morning hours. So it starts from every day, every minute activity. Though we can label it as enjoy the eating, enjoy the breathing, enjoy the walking, enjoy the action, enjoy the work, and enjoy even the worst part of it. I would say let's always think about the even traffic jam also we must enjoy. It's a time that has, God has been kind enough.
We have for ourselves. Yeah. I think in today's time, that's the only time we have for ourselves while commuting.
Yeah, that's what. So let's enjoy it. Let's not be craving about it. And so enjoy every color, if at all even we go for a morning walk, let's not take mobile, because most of the time I see people are, discussing on mobile or chit-chatting, discussing business plans in the morning walk and morning discussions. So let's enjoy the air. Let's enjoy the shipping of the birds. Let's enjoy the natural, the smell which is coming. So that's
it's
easy.
basically what sir is saying, that is mindfulness, activating your 5 senses in the body towards being mindful and bringing your mind and body in sync with the present.
Perfect.
Bringing your mind and body in sync in the present is through activating your 5 senses. Looking at the breeze, looking at the color of the sky, hearing different sounds, activating your senses of hearing, and touching the leaves, feeling. And according to this, in this technique, what we say, mindful walk, जिसे हम कहते हैं, in this it is actually embodied with compassion and towards reflection, towards inner self, and gratitudes, expressing gratitude to what I have in the present right now. So it is to be done with this mindset. Conscious effort is required. हम consciously हर चीज़ को देखते हैं, scroll करते हैं, digitally acknowledge करते हैं, तो why not consciously learn to do these things which are going to be so beneficial, where actually we will not require any medicines also.
And we will be,
It's a win-win situation. No, sir, no.
our help is less required.
Apart, just it's just a saying that.
So they
yeah.
intend to take all your business anyway.
No.
Although enjoying here in NCR is very difficult
Yeah.
though. But
So no, we nowadays
Yeah.
if you see Delhi में even in Lajpat Nagar or even in Delhi, South Delhi में आप देखिए, every block has a park. So we should take that initiative. Why not enjoy those? It's not that आपको 1 घंटा walk करना है, आधा घंटा walk करना है. It's just 5-10 minutes of being consciously present in the present moment gives you that. It's such rapid effect, immediate effect you will get. And trust me, it really happens. And then when there is another, like sir said, mindful eating or mindful cooking, means enjoying every moment with compassion, consciously doing it and telling yourself, it is actually telling yourself. इसमें आप खुद को inwardly reflect करके बोल रहे हो, and you are expressing gratitude that nature has provided so much with you to you, and we are not actually acknowledging that. So one of the modalities में जो ये techniques में एक step है, that is involving yourself compassionately and involving yourself consciously to and expressing gratitude. So this mindset has to be created when you are practicing any mindful technique. The same way, even like ma'am rightly said that actually practicing keeping your digital devices, I always tell my patients रात को सोते वक्त 1 arm distance पे रखो ताकि आपको उठने में तकलीफ हो उसको उठाने के लिए. So this is one of a very practical way of actually practicing, that you don't need, you can just leave away that, थोड़ी दूर दूर रखिए, 1 घंटा पहले just stop everything that you're doing. Please reflect and tell yourself, आज से 30 साल पहले, 25 साल पहले, the world still existed, people still had healthy relationships. Yes,
Yeah.
people still had healthy relationships, right? Without mobiles, without expression, we could understand. Let us get in that inwardly, ना? अभी सब कुछ, especially अगर आपने emojis डाल दिए, तब तो समझ आता है. Otherwise, जो इंसान वो मैसेज पढ़ रहा है, उसका माइंडसेट उस वक्त क्या है, वो उसी तरह रिस्पॉन्ड करेगा, राइट? आपने एक
Great.
सिंपल मैसेज डाल दिया, बट द पर्सन हु इज रीडिंग इट, गॉड नोज व्हाट माइंडसेट ही इज इन. Isn't it dangerous कभी-कभी?
no,
Most
that
of
actually
you must have
spoils. That
experienced.
actually spoils
Yes.
lot of mood, and that too while
Yes,
sleeping.
yes. So-
while sleeping, you should keep away. So
Yes,
I'll
yes.
come back to you on the technique part.
Yes.
So Kim, would you like to add 1 or 2 techniques which you
Yes.
think personally, and which is very adaptable, which you can suggest for audience over here?
So, as Dr. Sandeep and Dr. Bedi touched on, I'm going to reiterate a couple of points. I think first, many people aren't aware that mindfulness is actually a skill that gets better the more you practice it, okay? And you can do it with really simple activities like Dr. Sandeep was talking about. So when we say mindful eating, how do we do that? I'd like to be specific. We want to pay attention to our food. We want to savor the flavors, savor the texture, and chew slowly. When we want to do mindful walking, be present in the moment as you're walking. Notice how your body's flowing as you're walking. When there's mindful breathing, focus on your breath. Bring your attention here. Notice the inhalation and exhalation at the bottom of your nostrils. And that sort of helps you become more aware. Notice when your mind is wandering. As soon as that happens, you bring it back to this point. So the how is really important because that
So-
gets lost somewhere. And I was just going to share a couple of things that I personally do to practice mindfulness, incorporate mindfulness in my life. So 5 times a week, I practice pranayama and yoga. I try and take some time apart to sit quietly, to reflect and introspect. I've let go of the idea of perfectionism and perfection. I'm kind to my mind when it decides to wander, even though I'm trying to focus. And I try to look at things with a gentle and nurturing lens. And there's so many benefits. You have reduced emotional reactivity. You have increased cognitive flexibility. You have increased working memory and focus. You have increased relationship satisfaction. There's so much benefit involved that it'd be, amiss to not try mindfulness as a skill. And
No,
give
I
it a
think
go.
you got to, and I think to get the attention back into the hall, I think why don't we try, Dr. Bedi, why don't you're so passionate, why don't you go ahead and get everyone in this hall, get them do some mindful activity.
I'll just be here. I don't need to be there. They need to just switch off their phones and keep them on the table.
So guys,
for
please
2
be
minutes.
helpful, and
two
I think
minutes,
it's a
just
wonderful
2 minutes.
technique you can learn over here.
Yes.
You can just put your phones down and just follow what she says.
Yeah. See, this technique is
People at the back, please.
everybody. I
Just
would
just
really
for a minute,
appreciate
just for a minute. Yeah.
Just for a minute, everybody, because don't miss this opportunity. It is really going to help you and help you at any moment, at any time of your life when you feel that the thoughts are racing over you and you are not in control of what you want to do right now. So what we need to do is we are going to deep breathe. It's not pranayam, it's not anlom vilom. It's simple deep breathing by just counting when you will inhale through your nose and hold for 2 counts and release in 6 counts through your mouth, right? And what you have to pay attention while doing is the count. Even if your thoughts are wandering, like she said, just get them back, be there, and remember, it's what you can hold at that moment is what you are in control of. The breath that you already had cannot be undone. The breath that will come, we don't know how long you can take it, but how long you can hold it. That is what you can control. So this is what we have to understand in life, that what we can do is right now, what we can control is right now. What has gone in the past cannot be undone. I have no control over it. What will come in the future depends on what I am doing right now. So this is the idea behind doing this deep breathing, and it only comes with practice. Anxious patients come and ask, ma'am, इतनी anxiety हो रही तो कैसे करेंगे? So I recommend them every 2 hours, set a timer on your mobile that this is the time wherever you are, even if you're walking, even if you are on the toilet seat. Simple as that, because इतना practical होना पड़ता है. So wherever you are, and especially before going to sleep and as soon as you wake up, not physically get up from the bed, as soon as you open your eyes, just do just do this one technique. It really brings back. Some of you might feel numb, some of you might feel something, किसी को कुछ भी नहीं लगेगा, but it all depends on how you are, what mindset you are going to create right now. So just let whatever is coming in your mind, let it come. Let us do this. You just need to close your eyes, keep your phones
Shall we
aside.
start for a minute? Yeah.
Yeah, just a minute, just 5-6 times you have to do it.
Yeah, let's start. Yeah.
Okay, so you just see how I'm doing it, and then I will see how you will do it, right? So it's at the count of 4, you will inhale your breath, and you will hold it for just 2 counts because it's just the beginning, and then gradually release the breath from your mouth at the count of 6. Okay? So now we do it. Hold. Release. Now this counting will be in your mind. You don't have to verbally say it aloud. Alright? 4 hota hai, 2 hota hai, 6 hota hai. Just remember this technique. 4, 2, 6. 4, 2, 6. Inhale through your nose. Hold. Release through your mouth. Close. Keep your eyes closed. Do it once again slowly. Inhale. Hold. Exhale from your mouth. Inhale again. Hold. exhale. Do it once more. Let the thoughts come. Let it race. Just continue. Hold. Release slowly. Releasing should be as slow as you can. Yeah. Now again once more. Inhale slowly from your nose. Hold. Release slowly, as slow as you can. Just one more time. Let the thoughts be there. Hold. Release. Whatever is happening in your environment, let it continue, because that's not in your control. What is in your control? That how you are going to breathe. Right now, once more time. One more time. Inhale. Hold. Release. Just last one more time. Inhale. Hold. Release through your mouth. Just be there. And open your eyes. Open your eyes.
Great. I hope we feel a bit refreshed with this, right?
Anybody could just let me know one reaction. Kya tha? Anybody, if you can say.
Anybody wants to say something
Share.
about
What
it?
did they feel when
Share
they
your
were doing it?
thoughts.
Yes. Peaceful. Yes.
Great.
That's a
Great.
good, right? Yes. Some of
Great.
you might have felt nothing. Some of you might have felt just numb, right? This is what effect it has. Because this is just the first time. Isme attention, intention, and attitude. All these three things are required to practice this. Okay? Your intention, your attention, and your attitude.
We move to
Yeah.
our, that gets us to our next topic, which is, we as in such a busy society, such a busy work schedule, life, targets, the productivity is something which we keep on looking at. And, we miss out a very important thing, that is being compassionate for ourselves, for people around us. So Kim, why don't you quickly, because we are running out of time. So why don't you quickly give your thoughts on how important it is to being compassionate for ourselves or for people around us.
Okay. I think I'll try and keep this as quick as possible. A growth mindset is something I want to talk about for just a minute. Dr. Carol Dweck developed this concept, and she compared the difference between a growth mindset and a fixed mindset. What is a fixed mindset? Stable traits that don't change across time. A growth mindset, she says, is something where you really stretch yourself thin, but you stick to it even when it is not going well. That is the hallmark of a growth mindset. So to me, a growth mindset and self-compassion really aligns, because when we're self-compassionate, we think, oh, I've made a mistake. This is a learning opportunity. If I failed at something, oh, this is a growth process involved in this. Oh, if I'm going through challenging times, I can be kind to myself as well. So self-compassion and growth mindset really come together and align. This is one way that I like to look at it. What do you think?
Yeah, right. That's absolutely apt. And Dr. Sandeep, would you like to add to Dr.
Yeah.
We'll come to Dr. Sandeep. We'll come to you later. Yeah.
See, the way is that because this is all help us to be enjoying the present moment, do the thing very, very passionately, and also will definitely keep us enjoying what we have been doing. Maybe it is a small work, hard work, large work, but that is how we will enjoy and give good results for us and self and others. Because if at all we are not loving to self and loving to our colleagues and co-workers, we will not be able to do the things as a teamwork. So that is very essential for the teamwork and the growth of everybody, that we are first of all loving ourselves and our colleagues and giving them the equally importance, having an empathetic attitude towards them, understanding their concerns and helping them in whatever our capacities we are into it.
Wonderful. Dr. Bedi, just quickly, maybe one point short,
It's
because we'll
just
keep
one
it short
point
because
I would
yeah,
want
yeah.
to say when we are practicing mindfulness, when we are practicing mindfulness, compassion का मतलब ये है कि accepting yourself in the situation that you are. Whether it is a harsh situation, whether it is a win-win situation, whether it is a positive or a negative one. Because you have to understand no two moments are the same, no 2 days are the same. So we have to accept, learn to accept. So acceptance, if you are accepting, you can practice compassion as well.
Great, great,
So this
great.
is what I just wanted
So just coming back to the last, the last topic, and in today's time, there is no discussion ends without talking about technology, how technology is impacting everybody's life. So let's get on to that how artificial intelligence or the new apps or tech has impacted, or rather, I would say, let's talk positive things, has helped being mindful. Like for example, the watch I wear keep reminding me twice a day to do mindful breathing. Not sure I do that, but yeah, I get reminders. So Dr. Sandeep, please, we would like to start with you that, maybe one or two techniques or maybe one or two things you think tech is helping us or could help us. Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. Tech is actually, see, we are a big country, we are a huge population, and these facilities of so much of diverse knowledge and so much of wisdom is not being, available to most of people. But yes, with the help of the technology, with the help of the AI, we have devised, in fact, AIMS has recently been devising a method to keep the children away from the detoxification of the digitalization. The project has been launched by Government of India. So that is how this government is also appraising it, that we need a AI, because we are a huge country, huge population. Not all medical professionals, not all psychologists, mental health professionals can do it, because we are very scarce in number. Hardly 10,000 psychiatrists, 20,000 psychologists for a population of 150 crores. So that is a huge number. So yes, AI technology is going to be helpful to us and will definitely screen out when to contact whom. So it's actually a first line, guider to people that yes, this is the time I must visit a psychiatrist.
So do they have apps also?
Yeah, apps are going to come soon. The
By
apps,
by the government aims or by the
AIMS,
government?
NIMANS, soon they will be launching. Maybe in August, this Modi ji will announce it.
Wow, wonderful. That's a wonderful news. Yeah, that's a wonderful news for our folks here. They can get hold of it. Yeah, great. Dr. Bedi, quickly, if you would like to add one or two point on how tech is helping. Yeah.
Tech is actually, like sir said, there is nothing much to add, because what he is given us sufficient information on how it is going to help you. But regarded what I have a different belief. Maybe I don't know if everybody will agree, but we as a human being are very complex. Each one is different from others. Everybody's needs, understanding, environment, contributing factors are very different. So we always need that human touch and personal touch when we are going to our counselor or a psychologist or anybody, when we are addressing our issues to somebody. So in that frame of mind, where we understand, I don't think so it would help to that extent. Of course, it will help your screening time, it will help you understand and categorize things. It will help in that way, but that personal touch cannot be replaced.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
Personal
this is
touch
what-
is,
yeah.
is the prime thing and which has to be
There's
there.
only one thing that we say: when you are heard, when you are listened to, half of your problems are actually vanished
Yeah,
there and there.
that's where personal touch helps.
Yes.
Kim, you would like to add one or two point? Yeah, over here.
Thanks, Amit. So no doubt AI can enhance productivity, creativity, convenience. We've got personalized guided meditations like, Headspace or Calm. We've got even virtual coach that can boost our self-esteem and even inspire us to an extent. But the bottom line is, according to me, that AI does not yet possess awareness, free will, or emotion. Emotion can be detected to a certain degree, but it cannot feel. emotion. It cannot understand emotion. The question that really interests me is why do we anthropomorphize machines, i.e. Siri, Alexa, right? Why do we do that? It's because it helps us feel at ease. It helps us foster a sense of trust. Another quick question that I'm interested in. Counseling and AI, yes, as ma'am said, it can definitely help us. It can be pretty good at that too, but it cannot replace a human expert and a professional when it comes to moral reasoning and empathy. So I think developers should focus on mindfully, usefulness, and productivity, efficiency, but without the emotional attachments.
So the
That would be helpful.
human cannot be replaced, and so yeah, our friend is here. So
Well,
please take over.
according to your brief, as you've explained the role of AI in mindfulness, AI sounds more like Dr. Sheldon Cooper from Big Bang Theory, having a hard time grasping onto the human emotions and only being capable of understanding to a certain extent. But for now, I must thank you all for your time, for your valuable